Good morning, guys. Welcome back to CountyLine TV. It's been a while since you guys have had some goat and alpaca ASMR. There's my doggy. Here's some goats. There's some alpacas over there. Everybody's still doing good. Hey, honey, what's up, buddy? What's up? Bah! What's up, Wade? Hey, buddy. Hey, honey. Oh, honey, this channel's supposed to be PG. You stop that. Oh, God. So today we got a couple things planned. We're gonna get some 13B block off plates done, and we're also gonna do maybe some 2JZ stuff, maybe not. I need to go get some metal from Croots, but anyway. We also got this thing that you can kind of halfway see behind me that we're about to do some brake pads on. Fun-filled day or something like that, so we'll get right into it. So just do me a solid and ignore the grinding in the background. It's no big deal. There's just some fab work going on over there. But we're working on these brakes here, and Steve said that it's doing like not like a total grinding noise, but like inconsistent like scrubbing. So what that makes me think is that there's a roped rotor, but I don't think it's warped rotor. But I don't think it's this side, because as I spin this side, there's not any tough spots or anything, and there's nothing. Like the rotor seems fine. So we're just going to change the pads on this side, and then we'll inspect what we got to do on the other side. So we'll get back to you when we got these pads off and look at them. So I already got the caliper compressed, and here's the old pads. They both have about this exact same amount of life left, which is about none. Would you focus? You versus the guy she tells you not to worry about. Shoo!
Montage.
So today we got a couple things planned. We're gonna get some 13B block off plates done, and we're also gonna do maybe some 2JZ stuff, maybe not. I need to go get some metal from Croots, but anyway. We also got this thing that you can kind of halfway see behind me that we're about to do some brake pads on. Fun-filled day or something like that, so we'll get right into it. You versus the guy she tells you not to worry about. Shoo! So, as promised earlier in the video, we are going to be working on this 13B a little bit today, just doing the EGR block off and blocking off a couple of other things that they thought we needed in the 90s, but now in 2021 we don't think we need them. The technique that we're going to be using is just to thread 2 nuts onto these studs, because these studs have to come out. The shank, or whatever you want to call it, the shoulder, the portion without the threads is too tall on these for us to use them on the block off plates that I made. So we're just gonna pull them on out, and if you thread 2 nuts together and tighten them together and then turn the bottom one out, you'll usually pull the stud out without hassle. This has blue Loctite on it, and it still came out easier than I ever expected it to, so that's pretty cool. I've never had that easy of a time de-studding anything before, and it looked like all the ones that we just had to pull came out really easy. So that's awesome. Now we're just gonna, everywhere that you saw us pulling studs off, plus a couple more spots, we're just gonna put plates that I got on there. So, and then I'll show you guys that when we're done. We've got almost all these block off plates on. There's one, there's, rip, can't see anymore. The OMP down there is blocked off, which is on the other side of him. One there, another one on the back side there. So we're almost done with that. We're gonna get the intake on today, but in order to do that, the transmission has to get bolted up because right now the engine's tilted so far that when you try to put the intake on, it just interferes with car. So we're gonna get the jack and get the transmission bolted up, and then we'll get the intake on. And this thing's gonna be relatively close to getting fired up. We're gonna be waiting on parts for a while though, because the pulley kit that he ordered is on back order, I think, or maybe they just take forever to ship, or they're made to order or something like that. I don't know. But he also balled out and got a Koyo rad, and that is also on back order. So unfortunately, we won't be like firing this thing and letting her purr, but we'll be close. On today's pro tip, we had to pull the exhaust out from underneath the RX7 so that Justin could get to the trans mount better. And we found this. So what not to do is your pro tip for the day. Don't take a Y and just cut it there and cap it. Let's look at that. Look at that. Oh yeah.
You just look at that.
Oh, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Something about flow. Back to your regularly scheduled program. We'll see what Justin's up to under the car.
What's Justin doing underneath the car is trying to get him fat self in position to do anything.
Do you want me to jack the car up higher?
Well, not really. I don't want to remove all the stuff sitting on top of it.
Looks like Justin had some technical difficulties underneath the car yesterday, but we now can have timeout. We now get to have the moment of truth. Boom. She's finally got an intake. Just have to tighten up the bolts and put the this guy on, obviously. But it's on there. So it's actually nuts, not bolts, but you guys don't care about that. And then the fuel rail's hanging out right down there. But regardless, this little 13B is coming together. Pretty happy about that. I know that you guys haven't had an update on this car in a while, but parts for this car have been coming in at a like all-time slow. Like it's we've been waiting on parts for this thing for a long time. Everything we order for this, it's like he orders it in big groups of parts, and like one or two things will come in like the next day or something, and then everything else we just wait a long time for. We also have tube front to do on this car and stuff, so lots to come on that. I know there's probably a certain few of you guys that are pretty interested in the rotary car project. There's also a lot more of those to come too, because Justin has like 10 Mazdas and only 3 of them have piston engines. So we'll see a lot of that. We'll see a lot of that. But that's going to be it for this video. The next one is going to be like farm animal related, and it's not going to be very lighthearted. So just anticipate that. But like, comment, subscribe. Tell your mom to subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.